Hey, good evening everyone. Chef AJ here, and while my dinner is in the air fryer getting ready, I thought I would show you what I'm going to have for dessert tonight. And it is not my recipe. It was created by Sandra, a member of the Feel Fabulous group, and it's called Summertime Peachberry Surprise. And it has 6 ingredients, which I had already on hand. I started a meetup group in the Coachella Valley where I now live called Healthy Living with Chef AJ. So if you're ever in the neighborhood, we have potlucks once a month at the Cathedral City Library. And she brought this, and it was one of the most delicious things I had ever eaten, a veritable party in my mouth. So the ingredients are fruit, and I followed the recipe exactly. There were no measurements, by the way, on the recipe, just ingredients. So you can use as many or as few of the ingredients as you like, but it was fresh peaches, fresh blueberries, fresh raspberries, which I have right here. And it was Japanese sweet potatoes, which were air fried, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Some cinnamon and some California balsamic raspberry vinegar. So it's real easy with the fruit. I'm just gonna put it in a bowl. And this is what I had. I didn't measure. This is exactly how many berries I had of the 3. Well, the third one isn't berries, it's peaches, but I have blueberries, raspberries, and I cut up the 2 peaches that I had. And then the Japanese sweet potatoes. These are cooked in the air fryer. So this is what a Japanese sweet potato looks like. It's purple on the outside and it's kind of creamy, beigeish on the inside. Whenever I air fry my potatoes, whether they're sweet potatoes or regular potatoes, I always cook them first. I roast them in my Breville. Then I chill them overnight, and it does something that changes the texture. So when you air fry them, I mean, these taste like marshmallows. This tastes like candy. It's unbelievable. The sweet potatoes don't get crisp the way the russets do. They get real spongy and like candy. That's why it works so well in the dessert. So this is all I had was 1 large, so I'm putting that in. You could put more sweet potatoes or less fruit or whatever you want. Oh, by the way, I sprinkled the sweet potatoes with the cinnamon before I air fried them. And I air fried them for 30 minutes at 400 until they were just the way I like them. And so now I'm going to add my California balsamic raspberry vinegar. And again, she didn't give any ratios in this recipe, so just do what you like. I don't need to add that much because this stuff is so flavorful. And it doesn't have any added sugar. All the sweetness comes from grapes. And I'm gonna mix it around. Oh, that smells delicious. And I'm gonna put it in a prettier bowl than the big mixing bowl. And I'm telling you, this was one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life. She said that she was inspired by one of my YouTubes called Sweet Potato Sunday, where I made macerated berries and served them inside a sweet potato. So there you have it. Unbelievably quick, easy, delicious, satisfying from the start. Thank you so much, Sandra, for letting me share your summertime peachberry surprise. Just know that these are the Japanese sweet potatoes. Sometimes they're called murasaki, sometimes they're called Korean yams. You can't get them in every store, at least, well, here you can in California, but I've been told that you can't get them in every store somewhere else. So you can sometimes order them online, and they're just amazing. This is actually my 3rd favorite type of sweet potato. I actually prefer the Hana yams, which are also called bonita, or white sweet potatoes, or Jersey yams, and the Hawaiians, which I showed you, I believe, on episode 135 of Weight Loss Wednesday. One of the things I want to show you guys before I sign off is I get asked a lot of questions about purslane. So purslane is the highest plant source or green source of the omega-3 fatty acids that people unnecessarily worry about, but a lot of people don't know what it is or where to find it. I haven't eaten any nuts or seeds in over 7 years, and my omega-3s are perfect, but I do like to eat purslane. And this is what it looks like. It actually is a weed that often grows wild in the cracks of the sidewalk. I probably don't recommend eating it from the sidewalk, but I've always been able to find it in California at all of the ethnic markets. So here in Indio, I find it at Cardenas. When I lived in LA, I found it at Super King and Vallarta. And a bunch this size is never more than 50 cents. It just depends how much they have. It's either 2 for $1, 3 for $1, or 4 for $1. You can eat the whole thing raw or cooked. I prefer it raw. It gets a little slimy when it's cooked. When I teach at Rancho La Puerta, which by the way, I'll be there January 4th through 12th if you'd like to join me for hands-on cooking classes, they often just saute this, but I prefer it raw, and I just tear off the leaves and I just eat them in my salad. If you can't find purslane where you live, you can easily get the seeds on Amazon or at a nursery and just grow it yourself. It's very cheap, it's easy, it's delicious. It really doesn't have much flavor, and it's very good for you. And if you want to know where to get the California balsamic vinegar, you get it at californiabalsamic.com. I love these little 3-ounce bottles because they're plastic and they get through TSA, no problem, even several of them, and they won't break in your suitcase. And if you use my name, Chef AJ, at the leave us a message box after you place your order, you'll get 2 free smaller samples, 1.6 ounce. But this makes everything taste delicious. And I hope you'll try Sandra's Summertime Peachberry Surprise and let me know how you like it. So enjoy your dinner, enjoy your summer, and take care. Bye. Are we off? Oh no, we're still on. You're still on, huh?
Yeah, there's something with the battery.
Uh-oh.
Finish. Hitting finish. And it's got some battery notice.